Hey everybody, it's Safi and Marco Dish Out on Movies, the only movie review show on YouTube to review movies in terms of food. And it's just Marco here once again. I am here to talk about food because it's a lot easier to talk about food that I've already eaten than to watch a 2 hour movie and then review it, which I would like to do definitely. This week, let's see. This week I will be reviewing Jurassic World 3, I guess, even though I haven't seen the second one, but I guess I'll review that. But anyways, I am here today to review, to rank my top 10 worst protein bars that I've ever tasted. I have tasted about 45 of them, so I have quite a bit of variety of the ones I've tasted. But I do need to try more. A lot of the times I worry about two things: weird ingredients and texture. Because there are certain bars, and they're so hard that, I have sensitive teeth because of grinding my teeth at night as a kid for years and years and years. And so I can't really chew rock hard bars like, the Kind bars, the old Quest bars. I can't do that because they're just so unbelievably hard. So my number 10 worst protein bar is Quest Mint Chocolate. I think that's what it's called. And there will be a few Quest bars. Quest is pretty overrated. Pretty overrated and weird artificial flavors in them, and definitely not as good as some of the other brands that I've tried. Quest Mint Chocolate is just very strange and very weird artificial mint flavor, and mint flavor is such a easy flavor to do. Like, how could you screw up mint and chocolate? That's a classic flavor combination. It's so pleasant and so sweet and satisfying. Quest is the only brand that could screw up a mint flavoring. Number 9 is Quest White Chocolate Raspberry. This was the bar that made me realize that I don't like Quest bars. Back when I used to eat Quest bars sometimes, I would just, I would tolerate them. I would put them in front of the heater a lot of the times so that they wouldn't break my teeth. And I really loved the cookies and cream flavor, the old one. But there was this one time I vividly remember going shopping, and on the way back home from shopping, I was in the car and I had a bite of this Quest bar, and it was one of the most weirdest, grossest bites I've ever tasted of anything. And it was this strange, like, too sweet and too just, ugh. It was so tarty and fruity and ugh. It just made me want to throw up. And it was so hard. The bar was just like, it's like you're eating a piece of The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, like they cut off a little piece of him and you're eating it. Number 8 is Power Crunch Cookies and Cream. I really wanted to love this flavor as I do with all Power Crunch bars, because I love the Power Crunch brand. They even sent me a free box of 5 bars because I found a defect in one bar, and so they're a great brand. But I really do not like the cookies and cream flavor very much. It is very artificial. It just has this. When you think about cookies and cream, you think of that sweet cream flavor with that, I don't know how to describe that comforting Oreo flavor. They're companion flavors. And this bar just tasted like one solid artificial flavor of, this is what cookies and cream tastes like. Wink, wink. It's just a chemical cocktail of a bar, and it's really not that good. It's not worth it. I mean, why would you have a cookies and cream bar when you could have a chocolate, when you could have a mint, peanut butter fudge, just peanut butter, red velvet? You know, you could have all these other flavors. I don't know why you want to choose that one. Number 7 is Power Crunch Vanilla. This one is even more artificial. I mean, vanilla is already a hard enough flavor to do because you have to find some way to make it not boring. You have to find a way to make it almost like a milkshake, I think, where it has a refreshing, comforting flavor that isn't too overly vanilla, or isn't vanilla bean. It's just this nice vanilla flavor. Well, this bar has this weird artificial chemical flavor, and it is just really, really just bleh. Like, I can't believe I got a sample pack of Power Crunch bars, and I have 2 vanilla to have, and I'm just really not looking forward to eating those again. Like, just ugh, so artificial. Number 6 is the Kind Bar Dark Chocolate, Nuts, and Sea Salt. The thing about this bar is that I love the flavor. I love the flavor of, you have the dark chocolate, which is nice, not too sweet, and then you have the sea salt flavor, and then you have the nuts, and you know, it's such a great flavor, and it's like, you know, how am I eating this protein bar and it's not like a sweet dessert granola bar or something, you know, like, it's a very, very satisfying flavor. However, Kind bars they're getting penalized on this list because they're so rock hard. They're inedible for me. Like, I can't eat any more Kind bars ever. The only way that I could is if maybe I pounded them up with like a hammer and then, I don't know, like put them in a soup or something. Like if I was in survival mode, in the apocalypse, that's the only way I could eat them. Because they're too solid. They're too, just thinking about that, remembering, like, hearing, like, this one guy, this one celebrity, I can't remember who, he was like, I love Kind bars. And I thought, God, that guy must have, like, teeth of steel. Because there's no way I could bite through those and not, like, feel some sort of discomfort of, like, oh, God, this is so rock hard, just, you know, it takes forever to get through. My number 5 is Power Crunch Key Lime Pie. This one's not that bad. It's just another artificial tasting bar. And it is an improvement on the other citrus pie bar that I'll talk about later in this video. But it's just pretty... Oh, shit. I just got... Ugh. I just, like, threw up in my mouth and it, like, went back down. Ugh. That was like a bunch of demons trying to come out of my mouth. Like, just a bunch of demons from hell trying to climb up and, like, escape their fate in my stomach. Anyways, it's a very mediocre bar. I don't really see going to this bar a lot. The flavor is an acquired flavor to begin with, but the way that this bar tastes, it makes it even less the amount of people who want to get it. Like, whenever I go to the store, I always see this bar and then the other citrus pie bar, and nobody buys them. You know, hardly anybody does. There was this one time, this girl was blocking my way to get Power Crunch bars, and I've watched her get a lemon one, and I just felt terrible, because I was like, gosh, should I tell her that these are really bad, and that you'll probably want to jump out the window and eat like a pound of glass after you eat the lemon bar, and I just thought, whatever, freedom of choice, her body, her choice, wink, wink. And the key lime pie flavor, it's really nothing to write home about, and it's nowhere near as good as it could be, too. Like, I don't really know if key lime pie is a good protein bar flavor anyway. Like, maybe instead it should be like lime something else, maybe like a chocolate soda, like those sodas where you can have like a lime soda and then you have chocolate syrup and whipped cream, maybe like an ice cream soda, something like that would be a better flavor to apply this to. But key lime pie, ugh. Number 4 is the RX bar chocolate peanut butter. Not a big fan of the RX bars. They claim that they have these natural ingredients, they list them on the front. 6 dates, 1 egg, something like that. But then you open it up and it's like, how could this be real? How could this be a natural bar? It looks like a pile of crap. It looks like some sort of artificial block that was assigned to you as like from your alien overlords. Like, it doesn't look like a attractive bar at all, and the taste is atrocious, and it reminds me of like toxic waste. Like if I ate it, could become the Toxic Avenger. That's the RX bars, pretty much. And the worst one for sure, I believe, the worst one I have on this list, chocolate peanut butter. Ugh. And what a disappointment after all these people overrated it and said it's really good and it tastes like a peanut butter cup. Whenever you hear people say it tastes like a blank, like the key lime pie tastes like real key lime pie, that's when you know you're listening to some fucking idiots, because there's no way you can really replicate the taste of that unless you have like the real thing inside there, which is something that Tiger Fitness is really good at doing, with the protein powders that they make. Like, if you get, I used to love getting protein powder from them, MTS protein powder, and I would get the mint chocolate cookies and cream, and he would say in his videos that there's little tiny bits of cookie and things, and it's because that's the only way you can get the real flavor. And so I really I just, this bar does not taste like a peanut butter cup, that's for sure. More so tastes like peanut butter crap. Number 3 is the dark chocolate almond mint kind bar. And if the dark chocolate salty nuts, if that's not bad enough, this flavor is worse, because at least the salty nuts with chocolate taste good. Tastes very good. The dark chocolate almond mint is another terrible mint flavor. And it feels like every brand has to have a mint flavor at some point. And this is one of those brands that shouldn't have, because I don't see the application working at all anyway. Like, their bars, they're supposed to have a more natural taste. They're supposed to have a taste like I just picked up some granola and put some chocolate on it and put it in this clear plastic wrapping. That's another thing. Like, you look at the wrapping of their bars, you have this like clear plastic wrapping, and to me it's like, it seems like this natural type of bar, and there's no way it does not fit. The mint chocolate flavor does not work with this bar. Number 2 is the Quest chocolate glazed donut bar. Now, Quest bars, they used to be one way. They used to have the certain type of packaging, and they used to have the certain texture for every bar. Now they're kind of softer, and they reformulated a lot of the tastes. So the tastes are different, the bars are different, the packaging, everything's different. They're the quote unquote new Quest. But this bar is one of the worst things I've ever eaten. And it was called the chocolate glazed donut. It didn't taste like a chocolate glazed donut, that's for damn sure. I opened it, the package looked so attractive with 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 the chocolate glazed donut picture. It looked like such a great I was really excited. Like, I was genuinely so excited to try this flavor and think like, ooh, maybe that would be a good one to get all the time. And then I opened it up and I was like, this doesn't look good. And then I took one bite out of it and it was like, ugh, like, it was so gross. It was so gross. It was a flavor that I can't even decipher what it actually is. Like, I have no idea. It tasted so gross. And so I took that one bite and I threw the rest of the bar in the garbage. And I actually went into the kitchen and got another birthday cake flavor and ate that one instead, even though that one is pretty mediocre as well. So that's how bad this bar was, that I didn't even finish it. I just threw it away. Number one is the Power Crunch Lemon Meringue bar. And, oh, let's talk about this one. I was very excited about this bar. I the thought of a lemon meringue, or just lemon. I like lemon flavored things. I think that they're pretty underrated. A lot of the times people hate lemon, and I get it, because a lot of the times lemon flavored things, they're too tarty, they're too sour, and they're too biting on the tongue, and so they make you almost like just cringe, and they make your face scrunch up in misery. Well, this bar, it ruined my entire week. Okay, this one bar, the taste, it ruined my entire week. I remember exactly what I was doing. I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, trying to get through that game, and I was at the part where they're in that island, and I can't remember, sugar plantation or some shit, and I was eating this bar. In fact, I think what was even worse was I bought a whole box. I didn't, because they didn't have the one bar sample that you could get. They had the whole box, and that's it. So all I had were these two bars, and I ate both of them, and it was such a unpleasant flavor. It was like eating wallpaper paste, flavored lemon wallpaper paste. And after I finished eating it, I drank my G Fuel, my twisted candy G Fuel, and I thought, what the hell's going on? This flavor is not coming out. It and I could taste this gross, gluey flavor on my tongue and on the roof of my mouth. And that flavor, that disgusting flavor, it was in my mouth all day long, and the rest of the week as well. And from that point on, like, I could smell the flavor, I could taste the flavor and everything. Everything was lemon meringue power crunch bar flavor. And it was such a miserable, horrible experience. It was so gross. And it just, ugh. it makes me want to throw up. It made me nauseous. It made me sick. And it was a horrible experience to have this gross flavor stuck in your mouth that you don't like. And if you don't want it, you take it out of your mouth, and that's why you're finished with it, you know? Like, you don't just keep it in there and just keep on eating it, but I did. And it's still, after I was finished, still stayed in there a whole week. So that is my top 10 protein bars, worst protein bars that I've ever had. I had a couple of dishonorable mentions, but they're not worth talking about. Well, I guess they are, but maybe if, like, this is the. I don't know. They're not. I mean, I think there are a couple of Quest. I think one's like Quest Cinnamon Roll and stuff like that, but really not as bad as these ones. So I just want you guys to think about these bad ones and not worry about like some that are, you know, teetering on the edge of being really bad. So anyways, please like this video, comment, tell me what your top 10 worst protein bars are, because I guarantee there's worse ones than these. It's just the fact that these are the ones that I've tasted. You know, I don't want to taste some of these weird fucking bars that I see. I just pass on those. And then please subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos about protein bars. So goodbye everybody, see you soon.